Wagwan people, and apparently that's a bit of an understatement, seeing as in my little hiatus there are a lot of new people here. I mean, we've got the Toadcast, some from there, PMP, some from MultiHW because I had a battle with him, and Joey or PKMN. Hello, new subscribers. I must say, welcome to my humble channel. It is I, SourBawss, of course, as always, and I've got an OU match as always against xSpartasFinestx. This is a very good match, although I didn't exactly play to the best of my ability, I felt, but hey, who's counting? And we look at teams very quickly. Hail team versus the Sand team, and it's a very solid Sand team on his end. I mean, he doesn't have a specific abuser, but just a very solid team. He's got Volturn with Rotom Sizzle, he's got the Celebi for, and Latias. So there's Latias and Skarm core going on, which looks very threatening, but just look at the team. Sizzle's going to be a big problem. It's always a big problem with Hell teams. And that Skarm Latias core could be a bit of a problem if my Kyurem has already gone down for the count. But what I'm just going to do, I'm going to predict him to lead with Sizzle, as I'm just going to lead with my Jirachi so I can get a paralysis off that guy, or possibly the Rotom. Either way, I just want to paralyze something so some of my slower guys can get the edge. So, without further ado, let's get on with the show. So he is going to decide to lead off with his Sizzle, as I'm just going to lead off with my Jirachi, as I've already previously stated. Going to go for that Thunder Wave, just so I can cripple this thing, so I may get a random paralyze when it tries a Bullet Punch. And I do get paralyzed right now as he goes for the U-turn. I'm just going to go for that Iron Head just to rack up some damage on this thing, seeing as I don't have my Stealth Rocks up just yet. That's on my Heatran. As he goes to go for the U-turn, that does quite a bit of a chunk, but I knew I could take one, as I got quite a few defensive E's. As he brings in his Skarmory, as I'm going to switch out into my excuse me, Heatran, as he gets up a little spike. So now he's probably just going to go into his Tyranitar, so I'm just going to let out my Stealth Rocks just so I can stop the Rotom Sizzle core just switching in and out freely. As you'll see how Stealth Rocks are really important in any game. You'll see why, especially with the Rotom Wash. As I'm going to switch out into my Abomasnow, just predicting him to go for Stealth Rocks, so he double switches out into his Rotom Wash. As I keep seeing on PO that loads of these things keep going for the HP Fire, so I'm just going to check for that, and he does go for that HP Fire, which is kind of annoying. I'm not sure. I know the standard set has HP Fire, but I don't know, just like higher up on the ladder, people are using Chesto Rotom, Will-O-Wisp, even Signal Beam I saw one time, just for Celebi, but whatever. As I should have just gone for the Focus Blast, but I didn't want to miss, but that was an error on my part, as you'll see next turn that I do switch out, as he predicts that very nicely and goes for the Pursuit and doesn't kill me, but gets a lot of damage, which really, really hurts. Seeing as he has Skarmory for spikes, and if I allow him to get out with his Stealth Rocks and my Tentacles down and I can't Rapid Spin, I'm going to be in a head of a lot of hurts. But switching to Tentacle now, I'm going to lay up a layer of Toxic Spikes just to wear down that Ttar, as well as that Celebi, seeing as those are the only things that get affected by it. As he brings in his Rotom again, just to probably go for the Volt Switch once again. As I'm just going to stay in and just go for a Scald. Just hoping that, seeing as there's nothing on this team that really wants to take a Scald, as I also have Hex on this thing, just for, well, more for Gelatin, but I can also hit that Super Effectively for Celebi. But I just go for that Scald, hoping just to try and get a burn on this Latias so I can get some residual damage, but that's not the case, unfortunately. As I am just going to switch out into my Jirachi just to get a Wish Up, seeing as a lot of my team is hurting right now. And also I just want to scout out what this thing is, what kind of set. No, wait. No, that's an error on my part. I didn't want the burn. I was praying for no burn, seeing as I want this thing paralyzed. Yeah, that was it. Probably just an error on my part. I should have just flowed for the Rapid Spin, but in any case, I'm just going to go for a Wish right here, as I am just going to go and T-Wave this thing so I can just get up to a good amount of health. As he goes for another layer of spikes and doesn't get paralyzed, which is unfortunate, seeing as I hope I am getting these paralysis, seeing as I do have Thunder Wave instead of Body Slam, which kind of says something. So I can actually hit the Gengar switch in, which I haven't seen Gengar in quite a while, but in any case I do go for the Wish once again, as my Tentacle does get dragged out. And here at this low amount of HP, I am going to get killed off by this Brave Bird. Unfortunately, he does get paralysed, but fortunately I do get a rough spin off just before I die, which is unfortunate, seeing as Tentacle could have been very helpful in this match, just to rapid spin these freaking spikes away, but what can you do? I'm just going to switch it into my Heatran right now, just to scare it off with the Oko with the Fire Blast, but he makes a good play and switches out into his Latias, as it doesn't take too much from that Fire Blast. So yeah, it kind of sucks getting walled by your favourite wall combo in Gen 5, but in any case, I finally do see that he is a Wish Latias, so that's Wish Protect, Dragon Pulse, maybe Calm Mind, since I haven't seen HP Fire so far. Since he's not going for it, seeing as my Jirachi is here and is a Steel type, even though it wouldn't do too much damage, it would still do more damage than Dragon Pulse, as he does get his Wish back up. As here, I'm thinking I'm just going to go for that Thunder Wave again. It's pretty obvious, but I was assuming that he might predict my Heatran double switch, but that's not the case. He makes a safe play and a good play, and just goes for that switch into Skarmory as he gets up his first layer of spikes again, seeing as I did rapid spin them away. As I'm just trying to see if I can switch out into my Kyurem and get that wish up, but it was either he was going to Whirlwind me, predicting that, or go for another layer of spikes, trying to kill off my Kyurem, but that's not the case. I called it wrong, and now Kyurem has only one more switch in, as he has 69 HP, ha ha ha. As he does switch it to his Ttar, I do go for that Fire Blast once again. I'm just spamming away at Fire Blasters. I'm actually losing a lot of PP from using these power points, seeing as I think I've got maybe 4 left. I'm not really sure. I'm probably just going to have something in the sidebar counting how many Fire Blasts I've used. But I get 2 crits in a row, which is, wow, random number generator. That's just amazing. As I'm predicting him just to go for another Volt Switch once again, as because he loses Ttar, I do win the Weather War, but my Weather Abuser, Kyurem, is not looking too great, I have to say. But in any case, he brings his Sizzle, takes some Stealth Rock damage and some Hail damage, as I'm going to switch out into my Jirachi again, just to take that U-turn. Seeing as that Bombsnow is Choice Banded, as in this match I do see the limitations of Choice Band and Bombsnow, and I've subsequently changed it to Expert Belt, although I realised that there is an Expert Belt set on the Smogon side, which is kind of like, I thought I'd be cool and like figure out myself. But here I make a good play and actually switch out, predicting him to go for a spike, seeing as I've only got one more switch on with Kyurem. And finally, I can spam away a Blizzard. Something's about to die. That's all I'm going to say right now. He's got Latias, Annie, Celebi, Skarmory. Sizzle's not going to take 2, and neither is Rotom. So he's decided to make a good play and sack his Celebi now, as it pretty much does nothing this entire match. As he brings his Sizzle, I'm hoping for a paralysis, seeing as I could sweep, but no, that's not the case. Takes off that sliver of HP that I was hanging on by, which is very, very unfortunate. Now that Skarm Latias core is looking even more threatening, as he decides to stay in, seeing as I'm at a low amount of HP. He might be able to kill me off with 2 bullet punches, but that's not the case, as I am just going to get my Wish back up, as he switches out into his Skarmory once again, as I am just going to go for that Psychic, just to try and do a bit more damage than Ironhead, attacking his weaker special defensive side. But here we are again, Jirachi vs Skarmory. I bet you're loving this matchup now, guys, seeing as I was enjoying this a lot. Fucking Skarmory. But I get a Wish up, hoping that I get dragged out into my Bombsnow, seeing as I need some health back, seeing as I just need some momentum going, as he doesn't get paralysed again, and this is the price I pay for running max HP. That was actually a missile. That was supposed to be 248 HP, not 252, seeing as I get 5 Stealth Rock switch-ins if I am 248. But he outspeeds me and kills me off, which is brilliant. So Heatran comes in, tries a Fire Blast. I'm hoping that he will expect me not to go for it or double switch again, but that's not the case. He keeps making these safe plays, which is frustrating, seeing as getting the better of me. As I am just going to keep going for that Fire Blast, so he can't switch into his Skarmory or his Sizzle and pass a Wish off to that as I'm running out of these fire blasters right now. So as he's going to go for that protect, go for that fire blast again, and I'm not sure how many I've got left right now. But staying, go for that fire blast on that obvious protect was a huge mistake. Seeing as now I'm going to switch out into my Jirachi, and he's going to get a wish up, and then he's able to freely pass it off to either his Skarmory or his Sizzle. So that was a huge misplay on my part, as Sparta's really doing a number on me right now. So I'm just seeing as if I switched out on the protect, he would be forced to switch out again, seeing as he doesn't want his Latias paralyzed. And look how much Sizzle is at right now. Sliver of health, just sliver, but survives and gets a wish up. Just another turn of hail damage would have killed him off, but that's a huge error on my part. So I'm just going to go for an Iron Head, just try and get some flinching going, but nope. Jirachi, you're failing me. Come on, get these flinches. God damn it. As he switches out U-turns, I switch out into the Rotom once again. I don't think, has anyone noticed right now that I have not attacked Rotom directly at all? And it's, what, at a quarter of his health right now, which is excellent. But in any case, what isn't excellent is this Skarmory just walling me for days. But I finally got to points of HP where you will die upon re-entry, as now I'm just going to switch out into my Heatran and just kill this thing off finally with a Fire Blast. And that thing's out of the way. So the only way I can win this now is if I get a Ridiculous Sweep off. So here's what I'm going to do. I hope he's going to go for the Hydro Pump this turn. Since if he goes for a Volt Switch, then no wait, it doesn't matter. Anyway, I'm predicting him to either go for a Volt Switch or Hydro Pump, as long as he doesn't trick me, seeing as I still have my balloon intact actually throughout this entire match, which really helped me out, seeing as those spikes damage would have really racked up. As I'm just going to go for the recover this turn, as I completely blank out. I forget that because that Scissor is paralyzed, he is slower than me, and I do not go for that Focus Blast, and that is, I was panicking like hell. I was like, no, I've come far too far in this match. I mean, it's about 40 turns. As, look at this, I'm at 82 HP. I'm like, okay, let's just calm down. Leftovers is 1/16 of your full HP, so 424 divided by 16 is equal to 26.5. So, which round down is 26 HP points each turn. And I've got magic guards, so I do not get buffeted by the hail or get damaged by spikes. So I'm going to switch out into my Heatran, take that Dragon Pulse, then switch out again into my Reuniclus, so I can get another turn of leftovers, as you'll see why that is so crucial. Seeing as at 108 HP, I had absolutely zero chance of surviving a Dragon Pulse from what I am assuming a max HP, max speeds Latias. So with the 26 hit points I gained, which brings me up to 134, my chance of survivability have been increased substantially, seeing as it is now 121 to 144 HP. So now it all depends if I get a low damage roll on this thing, and yes! 7 HP, live on that, get that recover off, recover half of my health, and that is pretty much the game clincher, seeing as I am just going to go for that Calm Mind next turn, just so I can kill off that Sizzle on the switch in, seeing as I know he's going to wish pass to it, is pretty obvious. And I can just sweep from there. So good game, Sparta's Finest. Check him out. His link is down below. It's a very good match. I thoroughly enjoyed this, seeing as it was really a challenge. I mean, my God, when I did that misplay with that Sizzle, oh my God, I thought I had it, but damn, damage calcs. Thank you. If it weren't for you, man, I'd be in such a pickle these days. In any case, sorry for the hiatus. I do have a life and essays and such for university. I'm actually going back to university this weekend, but I'll try and get a battle for you, hopefully maybe Thursday, Friday, but not make any promises. Like, comment, subscribe, and I'll catch you guys on the other side.